afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having me here. My name is Greg Foster. I'm a CEO and founder of Brightwhistle. Excuse me for just a second. Let me get this thing here. This is a healthcare provider's worst nightmare. Actually, to be more specific, this empty waiting room. The real issue for a healthcare provider is the fact that this is not filled with the right kinds of patients that deliver the right kinds of value for their facility or practice. Brightwhistle is a first-in-class solution that helps healthcare providers acquire new patients online more efficiently. Just a quick company background. We were founded about a year ago. Myself, my co-founder, Chad Mallory. We have about 65 years of collective startup experience in our company today. We've grown rapidly. We really just started selling in the beginning part of this year and have already gotten to about $50,000 of monthly recurring revenue. And we're hoping as we cross over into the new year to double the size of our recurring revenue per month. We raised a small amount of capital in July from a group of very well-respected investors, Hamilton Ventures here in town, Paul Ifaldano, who's an angel investor, and Eastside Partners in Huntsville, Alabama. There is a new reality in healthcare. If you've read anything that Clay Christensen has written in the last year or so about the disruption in healthcare and the empowered consumer and what John Bardis earlier talked about, John Bardis from Med Assets talked about, the decision that is now given to a consumer to decide what doctor to go to, whether that's a primary care physician or a specialist, that decision is becoming a very, very powerful mechanism in healthcare. Clay Christensen says that in just a few years, nearly everyone will have what he considers a consumer-driven health plan. That includes high deductible plans. It includes plans that are health savings oriented, this sort of thing. If you add to that the increasing power of local advertising, healthcare providers, whether they be small practices or large hospitals, have to be present in online media to find, attract, and acquire new patients. In addition, it used to be that primary care physician and specialist would go play a round of golf, and the PCP would send referrals to the specialist, and that's how they got business, in addition to word of mouth, that sort of thing. The reality is those referrals are still being made, but consumers are walking out of the PCP's office and they're going home and they're searching for the best doctor to provide a particular service. So this traditional network is breaking down. In addition, declining reimbursement rates are having a big impact on healthcare provider profitability. Agencies, generalist local ad providers like Yodel and HubSpot, directory players like ZocDoc, they just don't solve this problem in any measurable way. And none of these solutions provide comprehensive compliance, not just on HIPAA, but with the anti-kickback statute and other marketing regulations that healthcare providers deal with. We have a three-part solution. The first is a network management solution. We can broaden the web real estate of any healthcare practice, delivering instantly new sites in the open web and Facebook and other social media to increase the likelihood that a patient is going to find a doctor and hopefully convert into a new patient. We hook all of these into the massive numbers of directories and sort of on-ramps into the internet that people use to find specialists and other doctors. We have a review management application that a provider can give to a happy patient. That patient can very quickly create a review that adds to the doctor's eminence online, increases the likelihood of them going up in search. And we are one of only about 20 companies in the world with full access to Facebook's Ads API platform. And we're the only one of those 20 focused exclusively in healthcare. And with that, it gives us a very powerful mechanism to use demographic information to target very specific people that we know have a high propensity to convert into a high-value procedure. At the end of the day, we like to call this our black box in that we can commingle data that is demographic-oriented around particular procedures with what we know about behavior in places like Facebook. And ultimately, we get, quote unquote, the answers to the test as it relates to how to drive a particular kind of patient into a healthcare provider's office. Reality is that healthcare providers across the spectrum, big hospitals, small providers, are not spending a whole lot of money in digital marketing. We think this is a huge opportunity, and it absolutely is a transformative opportunity, and the transparency, again, that John Bart has talked about earlier today is going to be huge, and the growth is explosive. Our business model is very much like Yodel or HubSpot in that we have monthly recurring revenue based on how large of a network of assets or sites are built on our platform, and we take a percentage of the SEM budget, which is highly scalable. We're making room for channel partners and doing some of those deals with EMR companies and the like, and potentially expanding this to other verticals. But at this stage, at this moment in time, we're entirely focused in healthcare. So in summary, I think we all know healthcare providers are way behind when it comes to using digital technology and online technology to acquire the right kinds of patients. Pure service offerings like agencies and other groups simply don't fit the bill. They don't solve the problem, and they're not compliant. We have a scalable, effective, and compliant solution that really has a huge impact on a lot of our customers. And we have a future potential to build this black box as I was talking about. We aren't in the process of raising capital now, but we will be looking at raising a full Series A in the springtime. Thank you so much for your time.